This is modern homesteading.
So Mrs. Wranglerstar and I today are going to collaborate together and talk about how to dress properly for cold weather. A guy contacted me, I'm sorry I don't remember who it was, about I see you don't wear a big puffy coat, when you go out in the cold. And I thought, yeah, those days are over. The days of standing at the bus stop with a big puffy coat, that's just not a good option. What the key to dressing warmly when you're outside and being active is layering. Layering. And the technology for clothing has changed so drastically in the last 20 years that that's something that we've kind of kept up on, and we spend a lot of money on our equipment because we want stuff that lasts. We want to be comfortable when we're outside. So what we're going to share with you today, we're going to start on how to dress properly, starting from what's on your skin, which we call the base layer, and then we're going to go with what we'll call an insulating layer, and then a shell, which is usually a weatherproof, windproof type of thing.
And although this is going to be mainly sports related, all of these base and insulating layers you can take with you for when you're just working out in the forest or in the garden. A lot of these things translate. They do.
This is not going to be geared towards hard working or where you're welding or working in a shop. That's completely different products and different clothing. However, the base layers and the insulating layers would be the same. It's simply the outside layer is what's going to change. Reason being, these are just not durable enough. So we're going to start, we'll start with the base. We're going to cover his and hers, because what Mrs. Wranglerstar finds works for her is a little bit different than what works for me. The bodies are very different. Women have an extra layer of fat that men don't have, and they're not as sensitive to the coldness of water or coldness of temperature. And so oftentimes they may be cold, but they don't realize it. Men know immediately. Our nerves are actually closer to the skin.
Right. The fat kind of... my understanding is that it insulates the nerve endings, so if you get cold in your thighs or your rear end, you won't feel it if you're a woman as much, and there's more of an opportunity for frostbite. So you want to dress warm if you're more of the pear shape than the apple shape.
That's why you see the girls out jumping in the Pacific Ocean in the cold water, and you don't see the boys doing that.
You don't?
No, they have the extra layer. So let's get into the base layer.
It's a good layer.
We'll start with base layer bottoms first, hers and then his, and we'll go into detail, and let's just get started. It's going to be a long video, maybe multiple parts, but pull up, get a cup of coffee, pull up, and settle in, because we're going to go over everything in detail. Right?
So I've done a lot of winter long-distance skiing, cross-country, winter camping, you name it, I've been out there. I have had frostbite, and so I like to dress, I get very cold in my bottom half, and so I'm really adept at dressing for it. And so I was going to just start out. Brooks Utopia has a line of wonderful winter wear. It is kind of expensive, but it's worth every penny. These are one of the underwear that I find that keep me warm. They're shorts. They're fabulous. Over the top of these, I like to wear silk. So don't forget about natural fibers. They will keep you warm. I think the one thing to remember is cotton kills. So don't wear cotton close to your body. It's not the way to go.
Why does it kill?
Because it absorbs the water and it holds the water close to your body. And so you just get, if you sweat, you get cold, and it doesn't wick the moisture away from your body. What I wanted to show here was that here's a pair of black long johns. They come in different layers, thick and thin. Go to REI at their clearance or other sporting goods places on their clearance. You can find great deals. And this top layer is, so the bottom layer is women's medium long johns. The top layer is Jack's long johns, and they're size medium, REI kids. If you're not going to use it every single day, or even if you are, start by going to the kids clearance racks or the kids sales. They have great products nowadays. So look at the kids stuff.
So for my base layer, I have worn the same thing for 20 years. And the very best that I've found are the Patagonia polypropylene. I have two weights. I go with the heaviest weight. I think they have 3 weights total. The Expedition weight is their heaviest one. Those are the ones I like to get in black. And then the lightweight in a different color, but just by grabbing them, this is lightweight, this is heavy duty. This stuff is absolutely fantastic, and I wear it every day from the time the weather starts getting cold all the way through the spring, and it's perfect to wear underneath the tin pants. So there's lots of different manufacturers, but this is the one that I have found to be the most durable and definitely the last the longest.
Base layer top. So ladies, when you are getting dressed, make sure that your sports bra is also not cotton because it's going to be closest to your skin. If you can, get a fleece one. They're fabulous. I then go with silk, the type that you might wear under a sweater. They're great for wearing also when you're doing sports activities. And then I too love the Patagonia. They do get a little bit stinky. This is so, if you buy good quality, you can have them forever. I've had this, it's a men's small. I had it before they made women's Patagonia clothes, so I've had it a long time, and they last forever. Again, this is Jack's shirt on top of my shirt. They're both mediums. His is a kid's medium, mine's a women's medium. Look in the kids department for clothing because it will fit you.
So for my base layer, I like Patagonia Expedition weight also. So it's just a match to the bottom. One thing that I really like is a high collar. Where I learned to dress for the cold was mostly spending time on the mountain. In Colorado, I worked as a ski instructor and on ski patrol and did a lot of mountaineering and worked as a snowboard instructor at Mount Hood. So that puts you have to go up. So a lot of times when you wouldn't normally go up skiing, you have to be there because you're working. So dressing was critical. I like the high neck because I like to be able to have something around my neck. I don't want to be cold, and I don't want to wear a big muffler or a scarf. So having this and having the crew zipper is nice because you can really regulate temperature. If you start overheating, you can bring this down and open this up a little bit, or if it gets really cold, you can bring that up tight around your neck, and it's really nice. And again, Patagonia stuff is common for it to last for us for 20 years.
Bottom insulating layer. So I might wear 2 or 3 pair of long johns, often thin, thicker, kind of depends on the weather. For the bottom, it depends on what we're doing. If it's really cold out, I will wear a full pair of fleece pants. Again, these are kids' fleece pants that I picked up years ago and I continue to wear. These are, if it's a little bit warmer, I get very cold in my round area, and so I just cut a pair of fleece shorts off and I'll wear these under my shell. Not very attractive, so if I look round on the mountain, you'll know why.
For me, for a bottom insulating layer is something I'm rarely going to wear unless it's really, really cold. And I'm going to wear some fleece pants. They're really lofty and fluffy. It creates a thermal barrier. The fuzzier it is, the more air it traps in there and the more warmth you're going to get. But rarely. I'd say it's got to be in the teens before I'm going to put these on. So any type of a warm fleece pant on top of that will be really great.